tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
What's up? Hi, welcome to another episode of Orange is the New Black recap right here on AFTERBUZZ TV. Season 3. You guys are going to be so excited because we have a special guest from the show here with us today. I'm Megan Thomas at Meg Scoop on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and I have a lovely co-host filling in today. Who are you, beautiful?
I am Candice Buenrostro. Thank you so much for having me on the panel.
Thank you for being here with us. And where can they find you on social media?
Candy Buen. You can do Insta, Twitter, and Snap. I'm really good at it. I just started, so.
Yes. Okay, so our guest for today, she's beautiful, she's talented. You saw her recently. You saw her backstory a couple of episodes ago. Give it up for Jackie Cruz.
Hi, guys.
Yay! Flocka is in the building.
Thank you so much for having me.
How much fun has it been to be on the show?
It's a dream. I can't even express it with words. It's love. It's love.
So then when you first, what was your audition process like?
Literally like everyone else's audition. I went in, I had 2 lines. They asked me to go in with no makeup. And I was nervous about that. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna look like crap. And I guess they want you to look like crap. And I went in there and I gave it my heart. And they were like, oh, that was really good. And I thought Jenny Houston, who's the casting director, was an assistant because she's so young. I'm like, really? Thank you. And I was like, okay, but do it like this. And I'm like, okay, I could do this. And then 2 weeks later, I got the call.
And then you guys film where?
In Queens, Astoria Kaufman Studios, and for the outside shots, Rockland.
Okay.
In Orange County, which is weird.
Really?
Yeah, New York.
Oh,
upstate.
wow. Okay. That's awesome. So here's the thing. I absolutely love Flocka's character. Love it. And so I know for the past these 3 seasons, you've been a recurring character, right?
Yes.
So now for season 4, you're series regular, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations, first of all.
I still get butterflies. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I started with a day player, so 2 lines, and they write as they go, so they saw something in La Flaca, and here I am.
Yay! Okay, so you know how most actresses have to come up with their own backstory. They don't tell you much about your character.
Yeah.
So how different was the backstory you came up with versus the real Flocka backstory?
Well, I basically would say, why would Jackie be in prison? Because I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm like, oh, she probably got involved with her boyfriend's drug, Molly. He's the kingpin of Molly in New York. So I was like, definitely that's why I thought Flocka was in prison. She's always talking about Ian. But it wasn't. It was a very big surprise for me. And I found out like a week before I did the shoot.
Now, how much input do you, the writers take from what you give them? Do they?
I feel like they listen a lot on set. I'm like, because I used to joke around with Diane. I'm like, you just want to make out with me. And then they wrote it. I don't know if that's the true story, but I feel like they listen. I feel because Flocka is very much like me, because we both like, music. Yes. We're very into music, and we're both, born in the States, and we got that cool style going on.
Okay, so I've only watched up to episode 8. So don't know everything that's happened. So don't tell me, don't spoil it for me.
Okay, I won't.
But I have noticed, just like Candy said, it seems to be that the writers, the producers, go with who you actually are as a person.
They
and
gravitate towards it.
They write things towards your character. For example, Poussey, in real life, I know she speaks German, and then they wrote that in to last season. And so I know you're a singer, right? Mm-hmm. You're big on singing. Is that going to be something that we see more of?
I hope so. Let's put it out there, Orange Writers. They've been to my shows, so they know I sing, and they like my music.
Oh,
Who knows? Who knows?
You and Caputo could do a
Oh, yeah. If I don't want to get out of prison, though. My mom is like, I hope you get 4 more years. She's from New York. Yeah, I was like, me too, Mom.
What has been the most challenging part about being on the show?
just, man, having your A game 24/7. Like, I mean, I'm working with like incredible, talented, beautiful actresses, and I'm just like, oh my God, I need to be awesome every day. This is hard. That's just the only thing that, like, it's a lot of pressure I feel now, you know, being series regular. I'm like, okay, I got it. But I guess everything that I've been doing has been fine, but I can't get in my head too much.
Right. Do people ever like write you and hit you up and say, no, that's not how it happens in prison?
No. People
so
are
everything's
just
pretty spot on.
Oh, you mean write me on Twitter or whatever?
Yeah, like they'll hit you up and they're like, hey, that's not true. Like, for example, how Flocka always has this like magnificent eyeliner.
Yeah.
Like, is that really what happens in prison?
I mean, you can get in a commissary and you can invent so many things. Yesterday I learned, you know, with a marker or a pencil, you could make an eyeliner. You just dip it in water for like 30 minutes and then it like, you can color. You can make so many things with like Kool-Aid, with like water, put on your lips. Like, I've learned so much and I'm not even in prison.
I know, right? You're not even in prison, but you know all the culture.
How did the teardrop concept come about?
I have no idea. So I want to find out too. We'll see.
Okay.
They haven't talked about it yet.
I love this show. It's so interesting.
Everybody's so different, you know.
Right.
There's every type of woman on there, so everybody connects with someone on screen,
right?
Which is very cool because I grew up watching Charles in Charge, Full House. Like, I never saw someone like me on TV, so it's really cool to like inspire other Latinas.
Right.
And I want to chime in too, because me and Jack have known each other like 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years already.
From day one, she's always, girl, you gotta fake it till you make it. You know,
how funny is that?
And but to see you here today, I'm just so happy.
Oh, thank you. You're gonna make me cry, girl.
I'm so
Stop. But that's the name of my episode.
Yeah.
Fake it and then fake it some more, baby.
Right. See how everything just goes full circle.
Oh my God, yeah.
What is it like, you know, being a Latina, you know, do you feel like you have the weight of Latinas on your shoulder? Do you feel like you have to, you know, represent well? Or what is that like for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I'm being watched. I have a voice right now, and not a lot of us do. Mm-hmm. So I definitely want to inspire other Latinas. And, you know, I want to share my story. I've been through a lot, and people think it's impossible, but it's not. You just have to work really hard and never give up.
Right.
Well, your motivational speeches, a lot of people don't know that you go around and, you know, give speeches.
Yeah, I just did a TED speech.
How did that
a TED speech? Shut up.
Yeah, TEDx Women. I'm in Switzerland.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a friend. You know, I have a lot of friends. That's why I'm here, because of her. She works for TED, and she's heard my speech, and she's like, I would love for you to come. So that was awesome. It's about inspiring people. It's how to make it, not how to make it, but like how to make your dreams come true, big or small.
Right.
So, yes, I've been through a lot, and I share my story, and yes, pretty soon it'll be out so everybody could see.
Well, I read online that you were in a like crazy car accident.
Yes,
right? And then you had to undergo brain surgery?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was pretty terrible. Yeah, they shaved my head. I woke up 2 weeks later with a tube down my throat and like couldn't even see myself. I was like looking at myself sideways because my eyes were crooked. I couldn't smile. It was like, Mom, I want to die. I'm never going to be in Hollywood now, you know?
Oh my goodness.
So it was awful. And, but you know, after years, like a couple years, I came back to Hollywood with a hospital mullet and a six-pack. And I was like, I'm ready to take Hollywood on. And it wasn't that easy. After 10 years, this is my big break.
Wow. Talk about that, because some people think, you know, they see you on TV. They're like, oh, it's so easy to be an actor. You just show up to Hollywood and you're in there.
For some people, yes, I've you know, some people, but not ever.
Rare.
Actually, yeah, very rare. I moved here when I was 15 to become an actress from the Dominican Republic, and I've been studying since I was 7. Like, this is not something that I want to be on TV today. No, I really, like, this is my dream, and I've studied for it. And finally someone saw something in me and didn't care what I looked like and was like, I like her talent, let's put her on TV. And that was really awesome.
As a child, when did you realize that you were meant to be?
7. After 6, I watched The Bodyguard. Can you believe that? In Spanish. I was in the DR, and Whitney sang in English, and I was just like, oh, Mommy, I want to be like her. So I told my mom, and she's like, oh, I don't know if you could be Whitney, but I'll put you in some classes or whatever. And I fell in love with the art, with music, with I play the sax, and after that, like, my mom's like, all right, let's really do this. And I guess I'm living her dream too, because she loves the movies.
Aw, that's so good. That's really big too, that you talk about your mom, supporting you and helping you.
Yeah.
Was there ever anyone in your family or friends that kind of said, okay, it's time to stop trying to be an actress?
All of them.
Really?
My mom was the only one. I mean, my tias really supported me, but they're like, you got to go to college. My one aunt Diana wanted me to be a rocket science. I don't think Flacca would be a good rocket scientist. But, whatever. I just, you got to follow what's in here, or else, you're not going to be good at it.
Right. And I read somewhere that you were a model and a waitress while you got the job as Flacca, right?
No, I was...
Something close to that?
I don't want to say model. I was trying. I'm not a model. But I was bottle service waitress. Yeah, it was. I was still working while season 1 was out, and people would recognize me. You're that girl from that show, and I'm like, yeah, that's me. And they're like, can I get a picture with you? I was like, of course. And then they're like, oh, okay, can I get my drink now? I was like, do you want regular Red Bull or sugar free? And I didn't care, because you know what? I was living my dream, and people were seeing me, and I literally worked in the club for first and second season, and then I quit after that. Well, I was fired, but. But
it's time.
It was time.
Ways,
it doesn't matter. We're good now.
Right.
Now I get my tables there, and I'm cool. They're like, come in, yeah.
See, how awesome is that? I love these stories, because there's so many times people, you'll hear it and they'll go, oh, you made it. We saw you on TV one time, and like, you're rich, you're famous. And then this is an honest struggle. This is honest, what people go through. Like, I still have to work, and then I'm still going to live my dream at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, like, I'm not a millionaire or anything. I'm not making a lot of money.
Put that out there.
But let's put it out there.
Yeah.
Soon. Maybe I'll make some big movies in Hollywood. But it's a struggle, and I appreciate it so much more, because I went through so much to get right here, and this is just the beginning for me.
Right.
No,
go ahead.
If you could talk to like a young girl, maybe 15, 16, that looks up to you and she thinks it's impossible, like she's never going to get there, what are some words of advice you could give her?
Yeah.
I literally get Twitter messages all the time, and I always respond. I try, at least. And honestly, like I said, follow your heart. Like, God put this, I believe in God, he put this desire in your heart for a reason, and I feel like it wouldn't be there if you're not meant to do that. Exactly. So nothing is impossible. I couldn't walk, and I had to start over from zero. My friend had to change my sheets. Like, I couldn't even go take shower by myself. Like, my tias were there. Like, I literally went from 0 at 18 to where I am now. So it's not impossible. Never give up. That's all I say.
Right. And wait, Spanish is your first language, right?
Sí.
How do you not have an accent? How hard was it to get over your,
Actually,
learning a second
I have
language?
more of an accent when I speak Spanish, because I moved here when I was 15.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like, I was raised in the DR, but every summer I would go to New York.
Okay.
So New York, was always my second home. So I don't know. I don't have an accent. I went to an English school in the DR.
Okay.
Like a private English school.
I was like, wait, you came at 15 and your English is like perfect. I would never know.
I went to an English school, yeah.
Okay. And who are some of your role models?
Rita Moreno.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. She's somebody that I look up to. I feel like she broke a lot of barriers for us Latinas, and she's like, I'm done playing the stereotypical Latina. I'm not getting another role until I get like what I want. And that's somebody that I'm like, wow, she's so powerful. And we get to see her right now in Jane the Virgin, which is really cool, another Latina show. And with my girlfriend, Diane Guerrero, putting her out there. She's somebody that I really look up to. There's just so many inspirations that like, by my music that I look up to. Elvis Costello, Tracy Chapman, Fiona Apple. I just love how they also follow their heart, and they write like what they feel and their moments. And Nina Simone. Also, I mean, I don't know who else. I have so many people that I look up to. I just hope one day that somebody look up to me and be like, I'm
sure they
her.
They are already doing that. And so with your music, you've been singing, and you said you play the sax. How long have you been doing this?
My uncle, Carlos Estrada, is like the #1 saxophonist in the DR, and my tia Madeline used to take me to all of his jazz shows, and I just was like, I think I had a crush on him, and I'm like 7. I was like, oh my God, I want to play the sax too. And I've been surrounded by like art my whole life. So that's the reason why this was so important to me. And my mom always took me to the movies, and I was it just felt impossible. But I love that I'm here and I'm living it.
What about your upcoming music? What do you have? I read somewhere you have a Spanish and an English EP.
Soon, probably next year in March.
Okay.
But right now I'm releasing like end of July, maybe early August, a song called a cover for Selena.
Okay.
Como la Flor, because of her 20th year death anniversary, and that's somebody that I really, really look up to. I mean, of course, if they ever do a Broadway show for Selena, like,
you're in there.
I'm there.
You're in there.
Hopefully I could play her. That would be like a dream.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll put that on the bucket list
Yes,
of things
please.
to do, right?
For the Twitter questions, we do have a fan. Let's see. He wants to know what's the craziest thing a fan has done to have met you.
Jen Schmidt, she's going to love me for this. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. She tattooed my autograph on her arm.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, she loves me every day. We talk every day. She's my friend.
Shout out to Jen Smith.
Right. Wait, did you like sign it?
I signed it. She flew. I don't know if she flew or she's from Philly. I don't know. But she drove to New York City to my show for the Women's Prison Association, and she brought me presents, whiskey. Like, she knows what I like. And she's like, "Would you sign this? I want your autograph."
Were you creeped out a little bit?
No, actually,
like,
because she told me she was gonna do it, and she said that my story changed her life, and that I really inspire her, and
that's
she would
awesome.
love. She wants to think about me every day, I guess. She won't forget me now.
Right.
Jack, talk a little bit about the Women's Prison Association and what it is.
Yeah, it's basically, oh my God, it's a beautiful thing. So I've been helping out with them since season 1, and it's just a place where women can go home right after prison, and they help them get a job, they help them with their kids, they help them get back into the world, because things can be a total shock. Yeah. And from what I've learned, and it's just it's a beautiful thing. And for this year, I did a little concert with Taryn Manning, and we performed for them, and I think they made like $30,000. Wow. So it was really cool.
Yeah. Do people think that you really have gone to jail before? Are there people like confused and say, "Hey"?
No, they don't think I've gone to jail before. But I've had family in prison, and I've been there before, and it's very scary.
Right.
And just to have everything taken away from you, and have like all these people tell you when to do things, like you're not control of your own self, and it's terrible.
Right.
It's terrible.
Right.
And people can get in there for stupid reasons, just like my character.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny because we'll have people that'll ask, certain questions. Do they think that you take on, like when they come and talk to you, do fans ever ask you why Flocka did this? Or
people think I am her.
Right.
They're like, I know you, right, Marisol? Because now that like my name is out there,
right.
Marisol Flocka Gonzalez, I'm like, yeah. And I just go with it. I'm like, yeah, that's me. But it's crazy. Yeah, people think I'm her. Like, people believe that this show is real, and that Maritza is my real best friend. Well, she is in real life. She is my close friend, and that's why our connection on screen is so awesome. And so Seleni's Leva, I hang out with her a lot. It's not real. Like, I don't really eat that food. Like, we get cheese plates, and we have like really good like crafties.
Good crafty.
Yeah, and I have my own chair. I finally got
A
it.
lot of your fans were upset though that you were in jail for it because it wasn't really drugs.
Right.
Yeah, but it's fraud and endangerment, and it's true. Everything that I believe, I know that happens on the show. It's true.
Yeah.
And it's so like people connect with it. I mean, I think it was episode 2 when they took away was it Dayanara's baby, and I was like, the baby was on the floor. Like, my friend told me like that happened to her because her sister, is a meth head, and they had to take her kids away, and they literally come in there with cops and take your child away from you. And it's just like some people like really connect with our show because it's real.
Real life, yeah.
What do you hope happens with your character in the future, or what would you like to happen?
Oh, I'm gonna put it out there, because that's what. I want her to be in there for a long time.
Right.
I don't know.
Like if the writer said, "Okay, we'll let you write an episode about Flocka,"
God.
what would you write?
I feel like I would want to get into a brawl with Piper because she's been like messing with me too much, and I feel like it's time to show her a lesson. So I don't know. We'll see. I love her in real life though. We hang out. We have Taco Tuesdays, but I feel like I would like to fight her in prison.
Be a good fight.
Well, Flocka, I think my money's on Flocka.
Okay,
for sure. And what's going? I know you guys are filming. Are you done with filming season 4 now? Or you're in the midst of it? What's going on with that?
I shoot on Monday.
Okay,
that's why I'm here for like 3 days. But we're already shooting. We've been shooting since like right after the premiere.
Okay. This is gonna be exciting. I can't wait to see. I'm not even done with this season. And
One more year.
I know.
Please take your time because I'm already tired. People are like, when is season 4? And I'm like, 3 just came out.
Right.
And I was smart this time. I watched it slowly. But I'm already done.
Did you already know everything that was going to happen, or do you only get the scripts?
Of course, you read it.
Okay.
But, like, seeing it is completely different. You know what I mean? Like, the way people acted out, I was like, oh, shoot, I wouldn't have done it like that. You know? Like, wow, that's so cool. Yeah, everybody's so incredible on the show.
And then if you could switch characters with someone else, who would it be?
You know what? Every time I get asked this, I always say I would just be Flocka because I freaking love her to death.
Right.
But it would be kind of fun to be Crazy Eyes for a day. Just because she gets to do some, like fun things, you know? Like all her little monologues and stuff. It would be fun.
I think so too. Yeah, she's one of my favorite characters as well.
She's a great person too.
Right. And so, before we get out of here, there are a few things that I know some people wanted to talk about, which is your music career and where people can buy your music. Yeah. And what they can look forward to with your music as well.
Well, right now I do have an EP out, but it's not something that I'm want to talk about more because it was like the old me. Okay. Now the new me is coming out.
New and improved.
Yeah, new and improved, more confident Jackie. So that's gonna be in March. But yeah, I really want people to look up Como la Flor, Selena. I'm doing the music video super raw, like in New York, black and white. Like I sang in the streets, which is something that I've always wanted to do, like on the subway and on the streets. And people stopped, little kids, older people. It was in Harlem, and they were singing along with me. Like her music is still alive. Right. Like from like 5-year-old kids to like the older grandpas are singing with me. So you know their mama is singing Como la Flor at home. Right. So it's pretty awesome.
See, I love this. You're just so awesome.
Well, thank you.
I want to talk to you all day long.
Oh yeah. I get your number. We can hang out when I come here.
I'm coming to Taco Tuesdays.
All right. Yeah, perfect.
Absolutely. And also one more thing before we go. There's some people are talking about how the show brings out different characteristics, different topics that are really important, and stuff that sometimes can be a little political. It talks about the prison system. It talks about how things aren't the way they should be, and the show kind of makes fun of it or brings it to light. What is it like to actually play these things, or what have you felt about it? Because some of the stuff is really serious.
Yeah. Well, I think it's really important to highlight those things, especially like my own character was in prison. She was young and she made a mistake, you know what I mean? And just even about like me kissing Diane or whatever. So I get emails all the time like, I watched you guys kiss and it helped me come out to my parents and like, people being more comfortable with their own sexuality, which is really important, and feeling safe. And I feel like I'm really happy that we're highlighting all these things, and Laverne Cox is like changing. She's like making history, changing the world. And I love that I'm a part of this history making show, and Netflix is pioneering, and I'm a part of that.
Well, you're gonna be on there a lot more.
Yes.
Every season.
I hope so.
That's
if they still like me.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, Jackie, tell everyone where they can find you again.
Yes.
I'm on Facebook, Jackie Cruz. Twitter, Miss Jackie Cruz, MS Jackie Jackie Cruz, Cruz, and also on Instagram, MS Jackie Cruz.
And I need you to say something positive, but say it in Spanish.
Siempre persiga tus sueños. Nada es imposible. Un beso.
Yes, I don't know what you said, but I am inspired. And where can we find you, Candy?
You can find me on Insta, Twitter, Snapchat, Candy Buen.
And you can find me, Megan Thomas, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Meg Scoop, like scoop of ice cream. And don't forget to check us every single week right here on AfterBuzz TV for The Orange is the new Black Recap
You can
Show.
catch me on Monday nights for Devious Maid, and I want to give a shout out to Kelly Decker over there in the corner.
Oh yeah, that's my best friend. She's over there in the corner.
Yeah.
She's actually chewing my gum right now. I wanted to put that out there. She's my real best friend.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.